Hey guys, just a quick one today. I'm supposed to be taking it easy today and I'm so far failing at that. And I decided to go somewhere else and go in around some random trees and get some of the daylight into my face, something I'm not really accustomed to. So the question someone said to me to ask is like, how hard do you think you should be pushing in the gym? Are we all supposed to be in there breaking our nuts, screaming in agony, going hard in every session all the time? And the answer is generally no. Okay, and you shouldn't be in the gym and thinking you're going to come out destroyed every single time. The thing we were worried about is like, are some people worried about that? Are they worried about that? If that guy is going to push me that hard in the gym, how can I go back? Is that how I'm expected to perform? Is that the expectation every time we go in? And it's not. Everybody's a little different. Okay, and a good coach will always try to find the level that you can rise to and be comfortable with. Because at the same time, if it's too easy, you're not necessarily going to make progress, but you do have to have it sustainable. That's very important. Like, and everyone's a little different. Like, you'll have some people might have a sore hip or a sore knee, or they might have a problem with something else. And okay, maybe they can't push it on some exercises, but there's other ones where you can push hard. And that's where a good coach is going to help you. If you're not sure, it's always good to have that outside opinion. I hear the pigeons above me going crazy here. They obviously don't like me being right under their roost, but lest I will stay here and annoy them a bit longer. And that's the thing that you just got to remember is you don't need to worry about what other people are doing in the gym. You don't need to worry about the exertion that it looks like you're putting out or what everyone else is putting out. Some people, they let it out in a different way. Like, I can be quite vocal. That's a habit I have. It's probably a bit to do with the sport I have. Fencers in particular are quite vocal. The joke with sabre fencers is they score a point and then they tear both their masks off and they shout at the referees until the referee decides the point on the spot. That's the joke with sabre fencing. Not that I was doing sabre fencing. We were much more cultured, the FA fencers. We go for the jugular. But nonetheless, it's all different styles for all different people. Maybe you're not that person who wants to be drenched in sweat, crawling off the floor, struggling to get away. Like, I don't think many people do. A lot of people do this for a while. They do it for 6 months. They feel great. And at some point you hit that wall where it's like, I cannot do this anymore. And some people are special and they can keep doing it for years and years. That's not a measure of how good you're doing in the gym. The measure of how good you're doing in the gym is the result. Are you adding to your program every week? Are you getting the result you want? Like, I was talking to someone earlier, and the big thing for her was that she was able to go through her day pain-free, without having Difene, without having to deal with Nurofen on a daily occurrence, which it was for her not so long ago. And it isn't any longer. And that difference is immense. But that's totally different to what someone else might want. So it's like, are you going hard enough in the gym? Well, it depends what you want, but don't go too hard that you burn out. That's the key thing. If you're unsure about, are you ready for a gym, I assure you, any good gym will take your level into account and work within it, provided you open up to them. As you say, disclosure invites disclosure. If you go in there and you have a pain in your hip and you try to ignore it, that will probably be a mistake. You need to take care of yourself. You need to listen to your body, as my own East German fencing coach used to say, in his very thick Berliner accent. But nonetheless, it is important. So don't worry about pushing it on a bit every now and again. It is not a competition where you have to leave the most sweat on the bench after you every day. Not always the bad thing, every now and again. And don't worry what anyone else in the gym is looking at. Now, we'll probably talk about gym intimidation in another one, because I know it's something that holds a lot of people back. But the reality is, keep in mind that as much as we hate to hear it, people don't think about us as much as we think they do. It's usually something in our head. And I'm sure a lot of people can understand what I mean, but when you're in a gym and somebody's looking at you, they're not thinking about you. If that makes sense. They're probably just trying to think of something else. It's nothing to do with you. It's them. So, take care, guys. We'll talk again soon. I'm not sure how the audio quality is here, but we might do a little bit more outdoors every now and again. Now that the summer is coming, or what